wanna talk about a man who loves Biafra. I wanna talk about a man who is a hero. I wanna talk about a man who has Biafra at heart. Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, I can see you, you are a godsend. Nnamdi Kanu, you are a hero to our world. You made a footstep, you are a great man. You did a great work, you made a full speech, you are a great man. Oh, double people. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. You read history like a man. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. You broke history like a man. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one we are talking about. You are the hero of our land. You made us to understand the history of the world. You made us to understand you are leader. I want to know you. You are a strong man. I want to know you. You are a strong man. One man's sport over all. One man's sport all over the world. Biafra man, the lion who is in the Zion. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. When I hear your voice, it makes me stronger. Yeah. When I hear your voice, I see the enemies trembling. Yeah. When I hear your voice, I see the Biafran stronger. The people in the Zion, everybody raise your hands for the hero. Hey, Nnamdi Kanu, you are a godsend to alive. You set the trap, the zoo for inside it. You set the trap, you had emotion. You raise your voice, yeah, you say it so strong. Hey, when you speak out loud, the outside is confused. The Yoruba man is confused. The zoo is in confusion. You are a true Biafran son. When I look at you, I see other people you. Nnamdi Kanu, I see the spirit of death in you. Move on, move on, move on. We are right beside you. We are in your left and your right and in your back and in your front. We are with you, our brother. Cause you make us stronger. Have you seen a Biafra? The true son of Biafra. He is a true hero. Speaking to the nations, America stood up, Europe stood up, Asia stood up, Africa, they are standing. Everybody is standing for one man. A man of true passion. Odogu, Jebelinu. Odogu, Jebelinu. There is no more going back. We are here to stay. No more challenge, no more debates with facts and figures. They are destroyed. I can see the Hausa man cannot stand again. I can see the Yoruba man, he cannot stand again. You separated the seed from the chaff. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. IPOB, they salute you. We salute the hero. We salute the hero. Biafran strong beautiful world. It is time for our freedom. I said, this is our season. This is our time. Freedom, freedom, freedom to Biafra. Freedom, 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 freedom. I know you can make it. I know you can make it. We are unstoppable.
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo. He is from BITT. BITT is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. It's almost 50 years now. Nobody had been able to stand up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people until he came. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. Nobody commands our loyalty except our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We are not here for politics. We are not here so anybody will pity us. Neither are we here to conquer anybody. It's truly not in our nature to dehuman anybody. We are here to tell you the way it is. We want our freedom. We want Nigeria to be obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. Nigeria must be destroyed. And if care is not taken, anybody who is supporting sustaining this evil enclave, this certain abode called Nigeria, they shall be like Nigeria. If America supports Nigeria to remain, may America be like Nigeria. Britain, Saudi Arabia, any country that supports Nigeria to remain, may their country be like Nigeria. And if they fail to say amen, may their children and their generation be like Nigeria. But they say no, it's hate speech. Let me hold on first. I am George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. But of course, we give the Creator all thanks and praise. We adore him. When he starts his own, there will be nobody on the way. And that is why we humble ourselves in adoration, giving him praises, thanks. For indeed, all men shall be called liar in the end. Only God is true. And so without wasting much of our time, on this segment, we go back to our root. But there is certain things I do not understand. So many people are busy listening to hate speech, trying to scrutinize and analyze hate speech, but they never care about hate action. This is hypocrisy of the highest order. It makes me go sick. See, people, you say, why I don't like what they are doing is they insult people, they talk to people anyhow. God will punish you. Honestly. But you are witnessing the raping of old women and little girls alike across Nigeria. It's not evil, it's okay. Because by the time you say the truth, it hurts them because you are exposing their evil. Instead of them to make amends, they will not. No, this is hate speech. We don't like derogated statement. You think these people are human beings. But yet they condone hate action. And then we begin to wonder, hate speech and hate action. Which one is actually endangering humanity? All the people who are clamoring for one Nigeria. Oh, it's our one Nigeria. Terrible integritarian for one Nigeria. No get sense. But you tell them now, may your life and that of your children be like one Nigeria. They say, no, this is insult. Look at them. Una no get sense. And look at journalists. They say, but how can they be insulting the president? I think they said the show was charged for insulting the president. But you people don't have sense. Is that man you call Buhari the president? Is he not supposed to be undergoing DNA test? This atrocity of Nigeria is not just a sin against our civil rights, it is a sin against humanity. And anybody that will come out and say we represent, all of you are disgracing yourself. Look at the whole world are looking at all of you. UN, EU, all of you, the whole world are looking at all of you who support one Nigeria. Are you people not ashamed? The whole world is looking. You could be chairman today. Don't worry. It's your turn. But posterity will judge any man or woman who want Nigerian to stay. And I'm not talking about those of you sharing the money. You are sharing the loot, it's okay. And then when we sit down, as intellectual that we are, wise people, ever say they can't be insulting the president. How can they insult Buhari? But it's not Buhari. And listen to the statement of Aisha Buhari. He said, yes, I thank Nigerians. I thank my fellow chimpanzee Nigerians. I thank Mr. President, and I thank my children. Why are you thanking Mr. President? You would have said, I thank my husband, or you are no longer proud of your husband. They are mad people. Oh, Setiana, please put her on camera. Let her thank the husband. Or is Buhari no longer your husband? Have you heard good luck Ebere Jonathan's wife say, I thank my His Excellency? Who the heck is Excellency? Excellency, stop inside that rock. Supposedly to be your husband. You say, I thank my husband. Or better still put to darling. Or what did I Fulani call husband self in the Fulani language? Yeah, thanking Mr. President. Of course, it's okay. We get the signal. Nigerians are not busy trying to unravel. Do we say misery? No longer misery. It is in the open already. You people use your head, all of you. Be sincere. Biafrans must embrace the truth. Biafrans must be willing to confront this truth. Everything they said they will do to us, they have carried them out to the later. And they are still progressing. Cutting down our number bit by bit. Systematically, diplomatically, meticulously, they are killing our people. And all of you are not seeing it. You think when you go and pour pawan, do champagne, you jump up. That is all. There was a life before this life. And those lives were terminated. As every other life were terminated. And if we do not take time, our children will repeat the same words. It's just they didn't succeed. Because the Creator will never allow them to succeed. And this is the truth. And this is the truth that gives us the courage to continue. That though the world may gang up against us, because they're all stealing oil from Biafra land. But is it only Biafra land that have oil? Why are they not stealing oil from Saudi Arabia? Even Saudi Arabia with all the oil deposit there and still sharing from the one in Biafra land. Why are you people so wicked? And then the people who owns this oil are very poor. Very poor. You gave us law, right to self-determination. You lied to us. You gave us religion, follow Jesus Christ. You lied to us. You asked us to follow Allah. You lied to us. You gave us a fraudulent constitution. You lied to us. You told us that we are sovereign nation. You lied to us. Everything you have ever said, you lie. But we are not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. We know that time is of the essence. But considering the atrocity of Nigeria, we are not in a hurry. Our leaders say Nigeria will bleed shame and disgrace. Nigeria will bleed shame and disgrace. With the truth, we will send Nigeria back to her where he come from. Because every one that have hand in the creation of Nigeria, all of them are in her as we speak. All of them are rotting in her as we speak. Nigeria must be destroyed with the truth. Not AK-47. I'll be back in a minute.
Right now, the price is up. It's too late to paradise. You are too late. You see, when it's too late to paradise. DJ is too late to paradise. It's too late. Roger said it's too late to paradise. It's too late. Look what I so worldwide people, they don't they kill us since. Nobody talk about them after the whole killing. Them go sweep them under the carpet. This people are shameless, they don't get conscious. They in our blood, and they take a bath without our resources. Nothing like one Nigeria. These people are shameless, they don't get conscious. They don't set confusion among our brothers. They won't kill our leader because he speak the truth. These people are shameless, they don't get conscious. No hiding place for them. See their doom for their doorstep. We are blessed folks. Who bless no man feel cause worldwide thing. Nigeria is falling, we are gonna sing it out. With the truth. We're coming out right now, running down the prices out. With the truth. It's too late to paradise. Who are you still late? Oh, see, but you still late to paradise. It's too late. Now, Basan is too late to paradise. It's too late. Amici is too late to paradise. Bazu is too late. This is special dedication to my friends and my brothers and my sisters and my uncle and my cousins who are here in Biafra land, outside Biafra land, in the world at large. We are Biafrans. If we are one Nigeria, why are they killing us? If we are one Nigeria, why are they raping us? If we are one Nigeria, why are they depriving us? We want to go, we want to go truly. We want to go sincerely, we want to go right now. We want to go, myself, I want to go. Nandi Kano want to go, Uche Moko want to go, Onyibe want to go. We want to go. Biafrans, they want to go. We are 7 steps ahead the zoo. We are whiter than white, we are whiter than snow. All we need is referendum, desecrating, trafficking. I was born and raised in the Biafra land. This is my religion. Biafra is my religion. You can think Biafra, speak Biafra, see Biafra. God will assign this. Nobody can join it. Lost day, minus day. Biafra we come. We love you. We love you. We love you. Biafra. Woo! I told you.
Well, of course, Nigerian has to fall because that is the only way humanity will know peace. That is the only way there will be peace in the world. Because the law of karma will actually do its own bidding. And of course, without wasting further time, I will be joining a cross-section of our mothers, and I will leave them to introduce themselves in a better way that will be appreciated by them. Can you hear me? The TT group. Can you hear me? Are you still there?
Yeah, we are here, man.
Please go ahead. The world is listening. Introduction, please.
Right. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you. Good evening, everyone. IPOP, one family. One family, IPOP. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. We are Biafra Indigenous Think Tankers, BITT in bracket. We use your time zone to greet you and welcome all listeners to this evening program. The theme of our presentation today is why history is not in Nigeria school curriculum. But first, we salute all global IPOB families, especially our deputy leader, Mazi Uchemefo, and our great supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom Chukwu Okike Abiama sent to fulfill this divine project to restore our land. We greet you also, Mazi George Onyibe, our African rep and host of this Radio Biafra Extra. May we use this moment to introduce my comrades who are here with me from the diaspora. We are IPOP and we belong to our respective IPOP family units in the continent of Africa and in the diaspora. And we have taken oath of our loyalty to this struggle to restore our land. We shall address the issues of saboteurs and their different method of sabotaging our land or our restoration of this God-given land, Biafra. My name is Patricia. I am an Igbo speaking from Anambra State, Amich. I shall talk on why Nigeria is dormant, not well-founded for human preservation. My comrade Lillian, also an Igbo-speaking Biafran from Olu, Imo State, she will also take on who are the players that put Nigeria together. Who are the inside and outside players that runs this zoological Republic of Nigeria. We have some other of our comrades, Comrade Ejiro, an Urobo speaking Biafran from Delta State. And we have Chimamanda, also an Igbo speaking Biafran from Abombise in Imo State. We have also our comrade Pineri Julia, an Izon speaking Biafran from Delta State. Comrade Efe and our sister Mama Josephine, an Ishekri or Irobo speaking dialect from Delta State, and Efe from Urobo. Efe is still under recovering, while our sister Mama Josephine has some other engagement, and that made it possible that they are not here with us until our next meeting. We shall also touch on why is IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and how grown is IPOB, and what are the phase that we are on now, right now. We invite you, our listeners, to join us and be part of this interactive program. It's on our freedom. Don't be bashful. You are welcome to call in and share your thoughts when the lines will be open. As I said earlier, I will be talking the issue, the question on why Nigeria is dormant. Why is it created not for preservation of human lives. We can see it from the cradle. We can see it from the beginning, from the foundation, that this Nigeria, the creation, the formation of Nigeria wasn't programmed for human lives, for human living. It was programmed mainly on a business ground. Nigeria was founded and created by the British while they were doing their business at the earlier time. Formerly that business, they call it the Royal Niger Company. And because of that, we know that it's just a geographical name, expression, Niger area, headed by the British people, and through their devil Lugard, they entered into this part of the country. From their business setup, they continue to make gain, to make profit out of the indigenes of the land. So this land, or Nigeria itself, it was geared towards exploitation of the land, the industries of the indigenous people of the land. They came in, started to take off every good thing that they lay hands on. And while they are taking it out to their foreign lands, they were trying to bring our people down to nothing. They exploited the land, took off all their oil, all their resources, and left the people without nothing. And the people turned to be their slaves in their hand. There is no agriculture. And the one that our people were able to produce, they exploited it outside. And they left our people with little or nothing to feed themselves with. And now we can see how that land, even from the setting of the land of Nigeria, people are starving and dying of hunger. The agriculture that the little, just let's say is a little thing left for them to lay hands on and keep their body and soul together. What is happening? They have also gone forward to bring in their cows to come and grease the land, and not even having the consciousness that cow, all the time we have been knowing the story and seeing cows, they eat grasses, not corn, not cassava, not yam, not rice, not green leaves. But this is what their cows are doing now. So their human being of the masters, they exploit the oil, they exploit the mineral resources, while they bring their cows, which I should call their children, to come and also finish the remaining, just like when God sent locusts to the land of Egypt. While the Egyptians are maltreating the Israelites, giving them hard labor, the locusts were finishing every green leaves on the land. That's what the Fulanese and the British people are doing, because it is grounded in their blood system, in their mentality, when they were creating this Niger area to make it so that no human being would live on that land. Their intention is to destroy everything that breathes, so that they will now have all that they want to have, and then import foreigners to come and stay and share these riches unto themselves. Now you look, apart from the cows and their resources that they are taking from the land, there's no road for vehicles to transport business from one place to another, or from the rural areas to the cities. The roads are not there. So they want the people to stay and starve and die in hunger. There is no stream. They have made sure that all the streams that be are not anything to drink water from. There is no school. Education system is nothing to write home about. That's why they remove history from the school curriculum, so that what they did from 1914 down to 1967 to 70, they are covering up these atrocities together with their master to make sure that nobody sees a way to live or to know what is happening. They remove sound educational system, the history from the schools. Look at the Easterners. They are intelligent, they go to school, they are the one working during and after the Nigerian Biafran war. Their positions as teachers, as bankers, as professors, they remove them there. And even before our people will go to school with hard, training themselves to study because we're intelligent. What did they do? They decided to make them to enter into the universities or colleges with high marks. While their people, maybe with 5% or 10%, they will still go to university, while our people with 200, 300 cannot even gain admission because it was founded in that way. They want to make sure that nothing is relevant, nothing is living, nobody is using their brain or sense. They want to turn us nothing other than just skeletons, or I don't know how to call it. So all the agricultural and mineral resources or seaports, business avenues, everything that ought to help in a country that is moving, in a country that is working, they have closed it. And they let all these resources, all these appointments to go to the northern area, who they made this contract with, to make sure that they remove every vibrant, every intelligent, every human being that has their senses moving. They make sure that they destroy it. If they see anyone, a child or a student in the Eastern Zone who is intelligent to produce something, they quickly go to hamper that thing down. That child, there will be no encouragement, there will be no educational bonus to take that child up to where the dream is. Look at the airport, because they know that the Easterners, they are good in producing things, they are good in manufacturing, they are good to make things happen. So they decided to bury all these things down, decided to take out the light. There's no electricity. For anybody who wants to veer a moving business, there is no electricity. There is no road for transportation. There is no school where our youth or anybody can study what is, called or talented in doing. None of these things is existing. And in any country where that country is meant to move on well and be a country, these things are necessary. There is no hospital. When people are sick, they're supposed to go to hospital. But when people are living in a place, there is no hospital, and even the ones that are there, there is no medication, there are no doctors, or doctors are not paid, teachers are not paid, and the governors are busy with their colonial masters, the Fulanis this time, because the British has handed over the authority, the key to their Fulanis, the cabals, and the cabals now come over using our so-called governors and politicians and senators to put their heads together in this contraption to make sure that the people that has the capability, the intelligence, will be left with nothing. They want to brainwash everyone so that nobody will amount to something. They want us to be like their Marjories, from morning till night will be carrying plates and begging for what? Babi and a penny on the road. God forbid. But we just want to let everyone know that it is time for us to open our eyes and our consciousness to know that the British people, together with the cabals, the Fulanis, they agreed to make Nigeria a business ground, not a living place. That's why you cannot find anything that makes for life existing there. Where there is life, you will see light. You will see roads. You will see, the necessary, needful things that are meant to survive. But in Nigeria, worst, in Biafra land, these roads are closed because they didn't want anybody to live there. It's not for human preservation. Rather, it's a cemetery where they want people to die. And they have done everything, they have shown everything that makes it possible. They have closed the industries, they have closed the businesses, they have closed the borders, they have closed the seaports, they have shut down schools, they have shut down hospitals. Nothing is existing. They want us to die. That is why we will say we don't agree to be in Nigeria, in the zoo. We are living people with God's spirit in us, the Biafrans. And we thank God that our Lord God, Elohim, has brought our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has come to liberate us like Moses, and we are going to make that land a living place for human beings. Right now, I want to call in my comrade, Lillian, to come in and tell us also of her own. Lillian, I'm handing over the mic onto you.
Thank you, Comrade Pat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mazi Onyibe. Good evening, IPOV Worldwide. My name is Lillian Ada Biafra. I'm from Olu, Imo State, in Biafra land. Thank you, all my family. I'm here to talk about history is not in Nigeria school curriculum, and who are the players that put Nigeria together. And again, who are the inside and outside players that runs the zoo called Nigeria? Who are the players that put Nigeria together? Nigeria was expired for decades till a man called Lord Lugard came to Nigeria with his dear friend. Togetherness of Nigeria started since October 1st, 1914, planned and successfully by the British. And again, here, who are the inside and outside players that runs Nigeria? British have been running Nigeria till date. The inside run Nigeria are Hausa Fulani and their cabals, Alamajiri, and their so-called Saudi Arabia and Iran, and also part of the other side that runs Nigeria till today, both economic and religious. Finally, the British and the same part of European countries never allowed Nigeria to have peace because of the oil in Biafra land. And this is why history is removed in Nigeria. And also this is why history is removed in the school, so that we will not know how they betrayed the Igbos, they betrayed the Igbos during the war. I thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who opened our eyes who opened our people's eyes. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless IPOB worldwide. So my people, as we can see, why they blocked everywhere. All I have seen it. No one in Nigeria have not seen it. And this is not the only, it's not only Biafran that are suffering all this. Everybody, everyone in Nigeria is suffering all this. But their particular problem is to come and take Biafra land from the owners. And I call Chukwuka Abiyama to throw thunder to come and fire them. They will never succeed. They will never succeed of taking away our land. Look at them in the Ebonyi State. Yesterday, what happened? They come with their trucks. I don't know if these people don't have where they came from. I don't know if they don't have their origin. I don't know if they don't have their own indigenous homes. They will leave the indigenous home to come and disturb with the innocent Biafran that is suffering daily basis to see food to put in the table to eat. They deny us everything. They deny us history in Nigeria so that we will not know all their betrayers, all the things they have done to our forefathers. But we promise them, we now, hello, we now, the youths, we are going to get our Biafra without no looking back. And they can never succeed, because all of us, all our eyes are open. We don't sleep anymore. And they will not sleep too. They will never sleep. Look at them rolling up and down. How many years Hausa Fulani are ruling this country called Zoo Republic? How many years now? They have been governing us for almost 29 years. When they finish governing us, our Yoruba will take in. Yoruba, is it 20 years or yes? If Nigeria is 59 years, that means Hausa Fulani have governed us for 29 years. Yoruba have governed us for 20 years. They deny us all our rights as a Biafran children. But today we tell them, all this they are doing, we know all now. And we are telling them eye to eye, face to face. They can never in their life take what belongs to us. Our forefathers tried. They betray us, betray everybody, take away all our rights. But with this generation, we never allow them, both men and women. And again, look at those people that are running the inside Kulukene business they are doing. It is our governors. It is our governors. We sell our land. We the indigenous people, with the civilians, with the owner of the land, voted all the governor for 4 years, only 4 years. 4 years they will sell all our rights. They will sell all our rights. There is no hospital, no good roads, no free education, no free hospital, a whole oil producer. Shame to you all, you governors of the Eastern region. Shame to you all. I'm telling you, if I'm your children, I will flog all of you every morning for you to get sense. Just imagine, you will sell the land of your people for people that you don't even know. But can I ask a question? Is these people that leave their own places to come to our Biafra land to disturb our peace, don't they have their own indigenous places? Don't. They want to take everything. They take everything from us. They take our rights. Still, they still continue. Then with their Yoruba betrayers. And the British will not allow us to go. Then if you go to London, they give child pay. But in Nigeria, no child pay. And you want us to stay in the same country with such people? In British, they collect all their rights in their so-called country. But in Biafra land, they deny us everything. My people, this is the hard time we open our eyes. We in Europe, we know a lot of things. We can never allow them to rule us again. They must leave. Look at them, the Yorubas, they are still here talking rubbish every day. So my people, thank you very much. I would like to play one music for my people, because we have been talking. I had people might understand my point. So I want to play a music for you people. Ihe anyị na-arịọ ọwụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-atụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ. Ihe anyị na-eme ọ bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-atụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ. Ihe anyị na-eme ọ bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-atụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ. Thank you, my people. A word is enough for a while. Thank you, my people. Ndewonu, ndị Igbo, unu Biafra, unu bilie n'ụra. Unu bilie, oge akara aka erugo. Thank you very much, my people. Now I'm handing the mic to my comrades, Ejiro. Thank you, my people. Thank you. Comrade Ejiro, I hand the mic over to you. Thank you, my comrades. Okay.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're living at this time of the day. My name is Ejiro, publicly known as the face of Biafra. I am from Mugeli in Delta State. I would be treating two questions today. The first one is why is Nigeria not founded as a well-preserved nation? And the second one is why is Nigeria run like a business entity, partnership, enterprise, and not as a nation? Now let me go to the first question. Why is Nigeria not founded as a well-preserved nation? This question will definitely drive us to the colonial era. Nigeria went through the worst form of colonialism in Africa. So it is impossible for her to be well-preserved as a nation. We all know the role the British played when they came, how they took over the region, I mean the southern region, slowly by trading with local ethnicities, with the Biafrans to be precise. They traded palm oil, palm kernel, and the most lucrative business that trades that they did was slave trade. They systematically continue to trade Nigerians as slaves, up even to date. The way they shipped millions of slaves, millions of our ancestors from Lagos to America is the same way we can see today that they are shipping our resources from Biafra land to their various European countries. The abolishment of human slavery in 1807, to say, was not really applied to the slavery of stealing of resources, because we can see that these people, they continue to enslave us systematically by stealing and looting our resources. The British came in our territory with weapons. They didn't just come like that, because we Africans, we are very brave people. If they had come without weapons or sophisticated weapons, we would have at least resisted them and sent them back, even if possible, killed them. But they came with weapons. They defeated the Sokoto Caliphates, the Edo Empire, and the people of the South, with the Southerners, the Biafrans. They officially took over Nigeria, and they succeeded in dividing it into the northern and the southern protectorates. The colonial masters took a more active role in the South. They believe that because they discovered that the South is very, very rich, it's a blessed region. The South, we have sea, we have seaports, we have farmlands, and lucrative oil fields. So we are talking about the South today. That is the South, and the Southeast and the South, as some people call it today, even if geographically there is absolutely nothing like the South. We learned that they built infrastructures and also invested in English education for the Southern protectorates. After doing all this, the British saw the South as their key economic interest. The North was not in their interest because, as we can see, even today, we know that the North is a very poor region. So what they did is that they decided to bring the North and the South together. But despite the fact that the South, they were not having interest in the North, they decided that they should still create an indirect rule that meant colonial masters and allowed local leaders to maintain in power as long as they answered to the British command. The British people, the colonial masters, they implemented change to the currency, language, and tax system, and this resulted to new economic that forced our people, our ancestors, to shift from self-sustaining farming to wage labor. The Alamajeris, that is the Fulanis and Hausas then, mostly, let me just say the Hausas because the Fulanis, they came in later, to dominate and to subdue the Hausas. They are the other end who had few or no labor opportunities, coupled with their rejection of English education. We are now facing, at that time, they were now facing great disadvantage. There was widespread of illiteracy and poverty in the North. There was a clear distinction between the North and the South. Even to date, we can still see that distinction. So the colonial masters decided to unite the two regions, North and South protectorates, to form one colony. People were living autonomously, they were living autonomously in peace before the creation of the zoo. Territories of each tribe were largely respected, but all of a sudden, the people started competing to have a say over who would exact more control over an imagined larger Nigeria. This was the beginning of tension in that area in Nigeria as a whole. The tension persisted even after independence was granted in 1960. We know of the 1966 coup, how the Igbos were persecuted, killed massively, and with so much impunity. This is the reason why we are talking today about Biafra. After the Biafra Nigeria genocide, there were a series of military dictatorship till 1999, when the Zoo became a democratic state. Since then, the Northerners see themselves as the only people that are qualified to rule Nigeria. The creation of Boko Haram and Fulani herdsmen to threaten the peace of the nation was a strategy of Islamization. We can see that today. When Jubril was campaigning in his manifesto, there was nothing like Ruga, but just after his inauguration, he came up with the Ruga issue. These are all strategies of Islamization of the entire country. Others, we can see that others in the South, the so-called South say they are Niger Delta Avengers. Fighting for oil rights, we have the Biafra agitators seeking for freedom. As we can see, Nigeria is not founded as a well-preserved country because the colonial masters created Nigeria for their own selfish interests and not for the interests of the common people. They rough-handed our ancestors, they manipulated them. Up to date, they are still doing the same thing. They are still submitting to the British. Our people are still submitting to the British command. These are histories we were never, for a person, I was never taught this old history. But thanks to Mazen and the Kanu, who has brought us from darkness to light by helping us to discover our true history. This is the true history of which we were never taught and we are deprived of. But we thank God that God brought our supreme leader to teach us, to make us to understand that we have a history, and that history, we have to maintain it, we have to keep it intact. So this is all I can say about this question. So I would like to move to treat the second question that says, why is Nigeria run like a business entity, partnership, enterprise, and not as a nation? This second question will definitely is a question that would definitely not be answered. I cannot answer this question without talking about corruption. This whole thing, this question will point at corruption. Yes, corruption is a major problem of Nigeria, the zone. Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries on earth. It was never and will never be run like a nation for many reasons. I cannot really name all the reasons, but for many reasons. At least over 86 million Nigeria lives in extreme poverty today. This is supposed to be Africa's largest economic and world's fifth oil producing country, but today we cannot really defend. We cannot boldly say that yes, we are Nigeria is a rich country economically. What is rich about Nigeria? So it's impossible to have in Nigeria, for example, it is very, very impossible. Not like in other countries where you can see that people go to school, like the mayor of a town can go to school, the kids of the mayor can go to school with the common people. There's no distinction. But in Nigeria, it is impossible because income equality is there. It's playing a role there. Take a good example of Dangote. We all know Dangote. He earns 8,000 times more each day than a poor common man would spend on their basic needs in a year. The state government is very supportive. They have been very, very supportive by depositing the nation's resources to Dangote. Dangote is known as the #1 Africa's richest man and the 40th richest person in the world. This northern man is the luckiest man because without the Nigerian government behind him, he wouldn't be where he is today. We know at one time he held exclusive import rights in I think sugar, cement, and rice. Yeah, using such advantage to do volume business and undercut competitors. Dangote is one of those rich Nigerians that they are tax waivers in Nigerians. They don't pay tax. His trailer will kill innocent citizens, yet his business continues as if nothing has happened. But when a keke driver accidentally kills someone, he will be tortured and jailed for life. This again is another form of corruption. It is undeniable that Nigeria population is growing at a dazzling speed. No proper birth control in that country. About 10.5 million of children aged 5 to 14 years are not in school. Yeah, I can prove that today because I run a charity organization. But the politicians, they send their children abroad to study abroad. Children, the children that they send abroad, they all have access to study history. While Nigerian children are deprived from their own history. This is a clear case of corruption and wickedness. Equality does not exist in Nigeria's democracy. Corruption is the cancer eating up the zoo. Each passing day, we see that it has become a normal thing to the people to accept corruption. But we Biafrans, we say no, we don't want to accept corruption. The United Nations projected that by 2047, Nigeria we have overtaken the United States of America to become the world's third largest nation with 387 million people. This is just on it will be really a world record. The question now is, if Nigeria is run like a nation, why would young graduates be complaining that there are not enough enough job opportunities? Why would they be asking and be seeking that they are be hoping to leave Nigeria at all costs? I was told last week that the queue for passport procession in Nigeria is quite frustrating. A reliable source also told me that the immigration no longer take applications. They just tell you no booklet. When you go there, they tell you no booklet. But if you can pay a VIP of 50,000 naira, they will attend to you, and then you will pay extra 10,000 to collect it. All sectors in Nigeria are like that, corrupt. They are all corrupt. The truth is that Nigeria is nowhere functioning as a nation. It is not functioning as a nation. No electricity, no good roads, no security, no justice. People are buried on a mass burial without their families seeing their dead bodies. This is not a nation. It is a country that is created for the interest of the British and the Fulani slaves. Honestly, Nigeria is an epileptic and a catastrophic failed state. A country that pumps out around 2 million barrels of oil a day. Yet, 86.9 million are living in extreme poverty. The African's largest economic is the same as the world's poverty capital. As a politician, be it PDP or APC, these are the two political parties, thick political parties I always call them. When they are caught looting or stealing, they go free without charges. They are never jailed. Instead, they get an appointment or even being promoted. A policeman will ask money from a civilian, and when you don't give them, you get killed. Corruption has weakened the economic of Nigeria. That is a truth that nobody can dispute. Corruption has stolen a lot of lives in so many ways, and will continue to steal the people's future since they do not want to fight their corrupt leaders. Boko Haram gets huge amounts of money from the kidnapping and they are set free for repentance. Just when they say they have repented, the government will set them free. Why the Southerners, the Biafrans, are jailed, killed, or even given serious bail conditions for protesting peacefully for their fundamental rights. The Biafrans are arrested just because they wear Biafra t-shirts or carry the Biafra flags. Of course, there is corruption in some parts of the world, but I must say that Nigeria has the worst type of corruption, stealing and looting without pity. So it is certainly run as a business center and not as a nation. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Biafra. Oh, hey, Biafra. Hello. Okay. Now, Mama Pat can take over the microphone.
No, okay, let Julie take part the microphone. Hello, Julie, are you there? Comrade Julie, are you there? Is Comrade Julie there? Okay. Let me ship something, please, here, because let us so that we can wait for Comrade Julie. As we are still talking about why history is taken away in Nigerian schools, we are still talking about it. So let's see when our comrades will enter so that they can talk their own view. But for the side of it, we can use this opportunity to talk why the history is taken away in Nigerian schools. You know, so this all this which we are talking here is our point that we are giving this evening, so that people will hear us and understand where we are going. Because as we can see, the Nigeria have taken away all the Biafran's rights, have taken away all our rights. So here we are here to talk and let the world hear us and let the world understand what we are talking about. Please, people should come to our aid. We need help. We need help in Biafra land. People should stop pretending as if people are not hearing what we are saying. No, enough is enough for Hausa Fulani and Kabas in Nigeria. The Zoo Republic of Nigeria don't want the Biafrans to emerge. But we are telling them, as far as we have Mazen and the Kano and Ucheme for his deputy, Biafra is going to emerge. Biafra is going to emerge, no matter whatever they do, no matter all they are doing. So my people, I'm here to tell you once again why the Biafrans, all these things have to stop in Biafra land, because all these people, we have enough of them. We can't live with them again. We don't even want them at the first time. I don't know where they came from. They continue to come and disturb our innocent living. And I tell you today again, IPOB has started since 2014 by Mazo Nnamdi Kanu. He is our director of Radio Biafra and the leader of IPOB worldwide. So thank you, my people. And again, from now till dawn, we are fighting for our rights, and we're gonna see it. Biafra must come. Thank you, my people. I will handle this macro to Ejiro, Comrade Ejiro. Please come up and pray for us.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Let me come in. Let me come in now.
Thank you.
As we have said our points, and we have seen the reasons why that the curriculum, educational curriculum in school, history was removed from it. This is because Nigeria, or the founders of Nigeria, do not want these atrocities that they have, committed against the Biafrans. They don't want anybody to see it. They want to cover up these atrocities that they committed against the Biafrans. They don't want even any child or the new generation coming up in Biafra to ever question why things went the way they are. That is why they divided us in different parts. They would take some part here, they would throw it into the south, and they throw some parts into the north, and they throw some parts into, and then start giving it south, south, north, north, and west, west, which you don't find in any geographical map. Have you ever seen in any place, maybe in the north there, where you will see north, north, or west, west? It's only on the eastern part that you will see them dividing us and putting that name south. Just all this deception, all these malpractices, all these evil atrocities. This is what they want to hide. They don't want anybody raising up, any child raising up, or the new generation asking, why is this thing so? Why are there not roads? Why are there no hospital? Why are there not schools functioning well? Why are there not agriculture? So they want to cover up this thing. And then, who are the people who profited from these atrocities, from this business contraption? Who are the people that are profiting from this raw deal that they are going on with for a long time, over 100 years now? What are those people? Who are they? They are the British people. They are the Fulanese, the Northern and the Cabals. They are the Arab world. They are the French people. They, all of them plan with the other allies. They plan this deal together. They plan this conspiracy against the Biafrans, the Igbos, to make sure that they become irrelevant. One of the politicians in the northern side said, by the time the dead Buhari will finish his next 4 years, that the Biafrans will become irrelevant. And this is actually what they are doing. That is why they will go out and they sign and said their decree of 1999 as we agreed it. Who agreed it? Who signed it? Nobody signed anything. It is them, their caliphate with the British people. All these things is why they don't want the history to be taught in school, because they know that these secret things will be exposed. And when it is exposed, the students, everyone will be enraged. They will react. So they want it to be scraped off so that they will be teaching our students dorms. Look at the school. They will open school today. I wonder, like our Mazi normally said, Nnamdi Kanu normally said, maybe for a month or 2 weeks, they will go to school. The next, they are on holiday. They are at home for one strike or the other.
So what would the student learn? The next time they will go back to the school, maybe they pay the professors and the doctors or the lecturers huge sum of money, and they will give them certificates. But still, people are trying to do their best to study. And when the Biafrans get the marks that they set on them, maybe 300, 400 to get admission, they will still not get admission. They will take their 5% dons to go to those universities and appoint them to different offices to work. So all these things are done against the Biafrans in order to make them not to know or to ask questions. This is why history is removed. The other day I saw some schools that are falling off. Class 1 and 2 was put in one place, in one patched open place, no seat, nothing. What wickedness, what evil can man be? And all these things that they are doing, they think that it will not come out. It has already been reviewed. There's no place to hide again. So Nigeria trying to remove history from school curriculum in order to make the indigenous of the land, the Biafrans, not to know what has transpired or what has happened is mission impossible because it has been exposed. And from now on, they have no more place to hide because Biafra is a rising sun and we have risen. We have set on the hilltop. And we are going to get our freedom from this enslavement. So this time, we are leaving the line. And before we leave the line to invite our listeners with their questions, we thank once again our host, Mazi Onyibe, for giving us this privilege to air our views. We are going to pray and give the line back to him for our listeners who may have a question to throw in. Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, Chukwu Okike Abiama, we thank you for today and for the privilege that you have given unto us to discuss with our family all over the world, the indigenous people of Biafra. And we thank you for giving us the understanding to know where we are from and where we are going. We thank you that we are no more being deceived by these gullible liars that wants us to believe that we, the princes, will walk on foot while the slaves will sit on horses. We thank you, Lord, that you have opened our eyes to know and to see what is being hidden from the children. And therefore, Lord, we commit our land, we commit our leader, we commit his deputy, we commit the African Red, we commit every principal officer that have given their life and time to come out and fight for our freedom, that you will bless them and cover them with your mighty hand, that no plan of the evil one will touch them or see them. And all our enemies, Lord, we pray that they be destroyed with your fire in the name of Jesus. Thank you. And Lord, we commit the rest of the program into your hand, that you will guide us and let us prevail in all things. In Chukwu Okike Abiama's name we pray. Ise. Hello?
You are the spirit, receive and the spirit, you get the spirit, you just say spirit, Ele pata liso,
Worldwide people, they don't they kill us since. Nobody talk about them. After the whole killing, then go sweep them under the carpets. These people are shameless, they don't get conscience. Maybe in our blood, can you let take the bath? Without our resources, nothing like one Nigeria. These people are shameless, they don't get conscience. They don't set confusion among our brothers. They won't kill our leader because he speaks the truth. These people are shameless, they don't get conscience. No hiding place for them. See their doom for their doorstep. We are blessed folks. Who to go to Kabiama, bless no man feel cause. Worldwide thing.
Nigeria is calling, we are going to sing it out.
With the truth, with the truth.
We're coming out right now.
Yes, sir, without wasting much of our time, our lines are temporarily open this moment. We have one or two things to say in regard to what our sisters have been lecturing us all this while. Our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070815 45652. 070815 45642 is our WhatsApp line. I repeat again, 070815 45642. And our direct line is 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. Special number for the female is 081 288 58614. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Okay, my name is Nana Kishir. I'm calling from Eastern Namniata.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, please. The world is listening. Of course, one or two issue, but we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening, Master Judge Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, all Biafrans. Good evening, all Biafrans worldwide. I'm Master Judge Onyibe. I want to thank our leader and every principal officer and you and all our sisters that have been talking all this while. I want to make some emphasis before I will go into what I want to say this evening. Mazi, I could remember when I was in primary school and when I entered the secondary school. I never heard anything about how Nigeria come to be as a nation. Nobody have ever taught me how Nigeria come to be. Apart from when our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, started lecturing us and people like you about what Nigeria is all about. That apart, I want to say something on what our sister said. Why Nigeria remains the way it is. Sorry, I didn't tell you my name. My name remains Mazin Efaniwara. Why Nigeria was the way it is. Because Nigeria was structured to be a business center. That's why anybody, all the foreigners that come to invest in Biafra land, will slave for them. I want to use where we are now as an example. I'm calling you from Calabar. And you know Calabar, they have stone. They have stone, good stone. If you come to stone, they have good stone. But you know, there's one Chinese company here in Calabar. They are the only functioning quarries here. Every other quarries have left because of them. What these people did is, they built this quarry. None of our indigenes is working there. None of our indigenes are working there. They are only good at the security and nothing more. These people went out. That we rise up to protest against what this Chinese company is doing. They are not supposed to buy trucks Why the indigenous have trucks that they will use to do the haulage. They will now go and collect the job and also haul it for the people. Now we are put out of business. They only give us conditions. If it's job that we're supposed to do for 8,000 naira per ton, we will be conditioned to do it 5,000 naira per ton because you don't have any option. When we protested, they went and paid money to the chiefs, to this local government, these village chiefs. They give them very huge amount of money. Do you know that we will write petition to the the labor here in Calabar? Labor came to investigate what we are saying. They paid labor a huge amount of millions of naira. Labor never said anything again about that issue. The community chiefs that they gave money, give them every liberty to arrest all those people that protested. You know that more than 100 youths were arrested here in Akamba. I'm telling you, Akamba in Calabar was arrested. All those boys bailed themselves with 50,000, some more. But this thing can never happen in any other country, in any other place. Okay, look at small Ghana here. Dangote carried his killing machine to that place. They said no, that they have people that can hold whatever that he's doing here in Ghana. That's why Dangote left Ghana. But it's not like that in Biafra land. Because Nigeria is set up for a business entity. That's why if anybody comes here, he comes there to loot whatever he can loot and walk out from this place without any benefit from to the owners of the land. So my brother, this thing is very pathetic. The situation of this country is deteriorating on daily basis. There's no place, there's no sector you will go, you say that no, these people can speak for us. We expect labor to come and say no and condemn what these people are doing. That our people are here to do their genuine business and we're paying heavy tax. The only time that this place is generating on daily basis can fix all the roads in Cross River State. But the roads are not fixed. So my brother, just pray that if Biafra comes tomorrow, anything that it will take, I will put my own quota. Even if it means dying, what am I living for now? So George Onyibe, the situation of this thing they call Nigeria is irritating on daily basis. I must tell you. Thank you all for this topic. Thank you, Mazi George Onyibe. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you very much, my brother. That is the reason why we are here. Before now, we were strangulated on the media platform. Yoruba is the one who is lying us. That is why I started by saying every country that desires Nigeria, their country will end up like Nigeria. Of course, we know China and Japan to be doing that. But it's amazing. These people went through the same ordeal in the hand of the British government, but they've become worse than British government. But I pray for all of them again. Any country that will stand up, any family, any individual, dead or alive, that will support one Nigeria, may they be like one Nigeria. In Chukwu Kikabiama's name. Our people must get the truth. Stand your ground. There are people claiming to be governors and indigene somewhere in Cross River State, but they won't talk about this thing. Most people don't know that Cross River State is almost gone. Fulani, the Ruga settlement in Cross River State has grown roots more than you can imagine in Ebonyi State. But you know, some of them, the Igbo in Cross River State, are busy fighting. Well, we are not Igbo, but Igbo is a DK. Huh? Igbo is a one, Ari is a one of Calabar. Maniburo Igbo, you are doing me. The truth is that all of us, if you like answer the line, bottom line, side line, gutter line, on top of land, on inside land, on top of tree, answer all of them. When the time comes, everybody will answer his father's name. And our father's name is Biafra. People don't know what is coming. Fulani are jumping up and down. They are Ruganizing. But when they shall see Ruga, they will run. But our people must know this truth, because the Bible says you shall know the truth, and certainly the truth will set you free. Our people must understand what is at stake and why we are here. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
The platform has been increasing me spiritually, and sir, our auntie who on the process of trying to illustrate or maybe emphasize on the areas why this country should be tagged the business place, made mention of few things, but I will stress two things out of it. One, she said corruption. And I believe in you, Onyibe. I don't take issue. That is why when you emphasize on how religion have affected us so much that we can no longer comprehend the ability to understand it, when you on your pulpit out there in this platform explaining why we should go back to our roots. And if we acknowledge it to be just a corruption based on pipeline, vandalization, and whatever they call it, I'll tell them that no, many of us have rejected this sincere truth from the platform, that the people who came here for the first time, when I read my little history in the secondary school, I realized that the French introduced the principle of assimilation and association. And this enabled them to work through us. Then introducing this strange religion, going to where that we have some understanding about who the real God is. And that is why they were able to conquer us. And that is why the people in the pulpit recently cannot say it out the way it is, so that people will not think that they are biased in their belief. But at the same time, that's a good one. Then the second point she raised, she talked about the issue of there is no proper price control in Nigeria. Now, if she used the word, I'm sorry, Mommy, I'm not against you, but sometimes I want to tell these fools that we know what we are doing. Now, if she used the word no proper price control in Nigeria, it simply means that there is even a basis to start with. Nigeria does not know what is price control. They don't know what price control is. We can talk about proper price control in America, whereby in a decade, one banana should remain $1 for a decade. But here in Nigeria, as I'm talking to you, step out now to buy a cup of rice. It's 120 naira. I'm not lying to you. If you doubt it, you go out and find out. And tomorrow night, you might go to 150. And nobody will talk. So this one is not like they have a price control. They don't have it. But I thank them so much for putting in their best to give us the courage that they are with us, the women. Without them, this struggle will not go any far. So, sir, for now, I have to drop. Thank you from here. Bye. I remain friend.
Thank you very much. Our mothers on the studio over there, if you have anything to say, your lines are open. And please, the line is open. Everybody should be able to stand up and let us know what is happening in their region. They have done so much evil against us as a people to shut us up, but we will not. Never again. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello, what is that?
Yes, good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Okeketufoka. I'm calling from Isidoka.
Go ahead.
Okay. Onyibe, I've been trying to get you. I commend all our IPAB members. I commend Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and all the principal officers. I don't understand what is happening to our people. Look at our women. After listening to our women, I don't understand why our people will still continue to fight against IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in this fight against Biafra, for Biafra actualization. Let our people ask ourselves a question. Why do they scrap history from our schools? Why are they clean up and nobody is talking? Let me not say much. We've been trying to reach you. We gather here every evening, especially on Sundays, here in Ifitoka. And we have texted you so many times, we couldn't get you. We would like to form a family here. We are formed already, but we would like to get directives from you. So I don't know if you've tried to text you so many times, even in WhatsApp and direct message. So let me know what's our my brothers are here. Maybe they would like to speak to you.
There is no problem. Still send me a message on that WhatsApp line. Hopefully before the end of tomorrow, I will respond to you.
Okay, let me give to my brother here. Let me speak to you.
Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Good evening. Go ahead, please.
My name is Keko Tombad. I'm calling live from Libreville, Gabon. I thank you, Master George Onyibe, for the work you're doing for the Biafras all over the world. I pray that Chukwu Kabame will bless you and Biafra must be restored. Master George Onyibe, you see, it's good to call on the radio and advise our people, all the Biafras all over the world, so that they can listen to our radios and listen to the news and what happened in the Biafra land, so that we can be informed and they can take normal information from the Biafra. Because all those Zoom media, Yoruba media that deceive our people, that tell our people lies all over the time. And I believe that if our people can make it a time and they listen to our radio, our television, our news platform, I believe that all those things Yoruba people are doing cannot work in our life. You see, but our people are not here for our media. You see, I created this platform. I'm making us to understand that we can listen to the news and know the way forward. But our people today cannot make a time to listen to our radio. This night, I encourage all Biafra all over the world that everybody must have radio in their house so that they can listen to the information and believe and listen to the current news so that they can know the way forward. Master George, I thank you for the news this evening. I say the Chico Kaba bless you in the name of Yahweh. He say, thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Caller on the line, are you there?
Good evening, Master George.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Ogwan Johnson. I'm calling you from Oka, the native of Biafra from the Benin local government of Biafra land. I want to appreciate my George Onyibe to the work for Biafra. I want to commend our mothers for coming up this evening to us. Pray that God will continue to strengthen them and grant them the wisdom they need to continue this very God. I want to bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his deputy, Mazi Chuka from Mefo. May God continue to guide them in every of their steps towards the restoration of Biafra. I want to actually talk to our brother who called the BITT. We have IPOB in Okra. We have Omuzota Zone 1, Unit 1. We have Obinago Unit. We have Umoku Unit. We have a unit in Unkwele. We have Omuzota Unit 2. We have Nibo Unit 1. We have Umawolo. We have Umbauku. So anybody saying is in Oka, they have formed a group. They are waiting for George Onyibe to come and I don't know whether it's to acknowledge them or whatever. We have existing IPOB in Oka. Last week we had local government meeting, and today we had our meeting, of which over 40 new members were sworn in today. So if you are in Oka, you want to join IPOB, ask questions. Do not be deceived. Ask questions. Do not form an opposition group.
My brother.
IPOB is one.
My brother.
I'm listening.
You see, there are ways we misunderstand ourselves. it could only plunge us into further problem. We faced so many challenges in Biafra land some time ago because some people said our sister Ninayanya said, open family anywhere you are. And a lot of people open family and as a result start causing confusion. And now I will personally not blame any of them. But what they need is the direct information to help them. Whoever has formed a family has not done anything wrong. And I will expect next time when you talk about people like that, you direct them as a coordinator on ground. It would have been better you give them your location and give them your phone number to contact you. You don't condemn them. I know you are sincere in what you are saying. If not, I would have attacked you myself. So please, when people come on air and say they have open family, and it's your region, there is existing family there, tell the person like you call now and say, please, we are here already. I'm sure you don't walk around with somebody on your neck that you are coordinator there. So please, you help them to locate you. Don't antagonize them. If you do that, or anybody do that, I will not take it lightly. But I know you are sincere in what you are saying. But that person does not mean bad. They really mean the truth. And certainly, I would say, anybody should set up IPOB family, but they must hand over to the existing family there. And that is why our WhatsApp line is open, so people can send in this report while we forward them to those in charge. The Biafra Land National Coordinator is there, and I'm sure most of you don't even respond to this information forwarded to you. I truly appreciate your sincerity.
Thank you for your correction, sir.
Go ahead,
we do. I'm not a coordinator actually. I'm the secretary of my unit. The fact remains, like for today, people who were sent through your WhatsApp, they were over 8. And we contacted all of them today. I know the reason why I'm making this comment, but thank you for your correction. Anyway.
I understand, Fulani will come, Yoruba will come, Sabo will come. We are waiting for them. Me, I even want them to come. But those of you on ground must be ready to do your job. Because honestly, there are a lot of people who have started family where we don't have present. If we discourage them, that means we may have to go there and start that family ourselves. And I'm happy you understand the point I'm driving to. Thank you very much, and go ahead, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir. I actually want to urge even we advise that people should, with the area they came from, they should establish a family. Once they are up to 10, let them call the local government coordinator to come and inaugurate them. And they start off. We need IPOB to spread across every nook and corner of Biafra land. But where individuals know that there is an existing one already, that's where I'm going. If they know there is an existing one already and they don't want to join there, they want to form their own in a different way. That's
such people should be treated. In fact, people like that, if they come forward and say we know there is one there, we want to form our own, they should be able to give genuine reason why they have to do that. But outside that, we treat their fuck up. I believe we are here for a serious business, and anybody that is not serious certainly is not going to last. But like I said earlier, I see your genuine concern in what you said. I was just trying to make sure we do not discourage our brothers who are making efforts sincerely also to set up a family in their location. It's not just about Biafra land. It's about IPOB global family. Both the ones in hellfire, the one in heaven, we shall have IPOB family everywhere. So that at the end, our case will be complete. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, George. May God continue to strengthen you.
Continue.
And I commend our women once again. May they continue to come up, as we know that as more women join this struggle, definitely we will be at home in Biafra land.
Of course, our women are ready. Thank you very much, Mazi. We must continue. Caller WhatsApp, are you there?
Well, Mazi Onyibe,
good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Tochukwu Nze. I call from Nenwe Biafra land in Enugu State, Nenwe Province. Mazi George Onyibe, biko amasị Igbo ama nsụkwa obere broken asụkwa obere Igbo biko
gawa n'iru nwa Chineke.
Maazị biko I've been grateful. We are happy to hear your voice this night. So we are IPOB now. I'm a problem. I will have a big problem in this our land. Maazị Onyibe.
Go ahead.
There is a Zulu people man attack too much at this place. So last time I had that place use salt now moving all over. Use machete and gun move me. I didn't do anything to them, nothing. I want to keep my container where I just work. So I will start business, little business. A place where I want to drop the container. As a place where along the road, so I want to be thing. As later I cut the grass about that place. Tell policeman come and jump around me. Begin they attack me, they boot me, they use tear gas on me. They do so many. I have recovered. So also one of my team member is here. Want to be Onyibe.
Go ahead, please. Good evening, my brother.
My name is Ordinary Kashkweji. I'm only from Nenwe in the Enugu State, Biafra land. So, sir, we have a serious problem here. They are doing us massive violence over here. They are attacking us that we are cultists. That is one of our members, their roots in their cell over Enugu anti-court care. And the SAS cell joined together. We are in this time. All our mothers, they are not going farm anymore. They hate me inside bush, and killing everything. But they are inside village, embarrassing people, live only. Sir, we are seeing something. We are seeing something. We need the world to hear our voice today. We people living IPOB in Nenwe, that we are passing a lot of truth. Our kings, both the previous town, they went and collected money from Flami HP. After collecting money, if we went inside to pursue Flami HP, they will now invite for anti-support, anti-mobile, anti-use. Please, we are sir. Please, you people should know how we should help us for we to restore.
Yes, thank you very much for that update. But I may have to ask you some question. Are you a cultist?
No, sir.
Of course. Now, if they call us cultists, they are kind. I should say they are kind. Because they said we are terrorists and they know we are not. Okay. They better look for good name to call us.
Yes.
This is their time. Let them do what they want to do. I thought you would be rejoicing they call you cultists. Share sponsor cultists, only that they have not come to sponsor us. Governors in Biafra land, they are all cultists. And so they are kind. If Nigerian Boko Haram police call you cultists, you should go and give thanksgiving, not in Yoruba church. They are kind. They call us terrorists. But it's part of the game. And the end, we shall know who is the cultist or who is not the cultist. Ndewo. Thank you very much. Our people must remain focused. Whatever we are here to ask is within the preamble of law. It is our right to civil disobedience. It is our right to scatter. It is our right to agitate for the restoration of Biafra. It is our right to condemn Nigeria, because this is how you know how it works. Some group of vandals, original terrorists, invaded Africa. Today they are projecting themselves as gentlemen. And they are questioning the way you react to this heinous crime against humanity. It's unfair. And we will pass this signal to them. They call themselves colonial master. Who the hell made them master? And some of you stupidly call that terrorist Frederick Lugard, Lord Lugard. But when we come here and tell you that our own savior, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is Lord Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or Lord Uche Mefo, you begin to speak English. Now call you Benine. The terrorist himself, Lugard from Britain, is a Lord. And then the one and the only man who stood up to speak for our collective interest, he's not Lord, he's blasphemy. And there are certain things I will say without apology. You will misunderstand me. So I withdraw the statement. Not because there is reason why I should, except that I don't want to allow your little faith to crumble. Brother, they call you a cultist. It's okay. Boko Haram are ordinary criminal. Did the Redeemed Christian Church, Osibanjo, supposedly vice president of Nigeria, tell you that you should treat them as your fellow comrade, fellow one Nigerian is? But don't worry. Nikome yakunye raja bonfia. Nikome. But we must continue. The only thing we are here to do is to call on you, Biafrans. If you do not rise up anywhere you are in the war, to fight to defend the name of your father, the dignity and honor of your ancestors, we will not be here. We may not be here in the nearest future. But if we must die because British government want oil, if we must die, our kind, our breed, our people will be extincted. And then we will do it as free men, not as slaves. Of course, I must appreciate our mothers who has just enlightened us. And let me tell you the secret about our women. Guys, when I say some of our women just losing focus and do not forget who they are, I don't know what to say. But let me tell you one thing. The history, the secret of every community, whether Oyibo or black, it is hidden with the mothers. Without the evidence of our mothers today, I tell you the truth, we are gone as a people. The only evidence that shows that we are one people is with our mothers. And that is why in my place, they give name to women. They say, law. Maybe one day you will understand. Our mothers must rise. Our mothers must stand up. We may have failed you one way or the other, because our fathers has not protected our mothers the way they should. We have not protected our women the way we should, but then we apologize honestly. But if you do anyhow, we will do you anyhow. We are begging you to wake up, because you are all that is left of us. That is why the termite protect the woman, the queen. It is our duty to protect you. Don't relent, don't go back. We know what you are going through. We have all been wounded. We must heal ourselves. Those about women riot, their deed will never be forgotten. And in the nearest future, when we talk about what they did, everybody will stand in honor and adoration to them. For indeed, only Biafran women give birth to real men. Make no mistake about that. And of course, I believe they have one or two things to tell us before we sign up on this segment. Our mamas, are you people still there? Our mamas, are we still there? Yes. Then you have to tell our people goodbye as we round up on this segment.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
IPOB worldwide. Thank you, my family. Thank you, my people. Thank you for listening to our voice. We are the Biafra women. We thank all of you for listening to us. And I can say good night for now. Thank you very much.
But I'm not happy with you people. Now, don't speak on our language again.
Kachiko Kikabiama.
Now they
Kachiko
provoke me.
Kikabiama.
Now they speak English.
English.
Huh?
Because when you were George Onyibe. Ema loga aga sanyi so okwu Igbo anya suwa oyibo. Oga aga sanyi so okwu oyibo anya suwa
speak at all
Igbo.
of them. Greet everybody.
Eweli iwe gbaghara anyị. Ọ bụ na asa anyị sụọ bekee anyị asụwazi Igbo. Unu emeela ụmụ Biafra, ụmụ Chukwu Okike Abịam. Chukwu Okike Abịam ga-edu anyị n'ijije n'ilolo. Ebe ọla ihe ọla anyị na-achọ, ọ ga-enye anyị ya. Biafra ga-abịarịrị. Onwe ihe ga-eme anyị. Anyị ga-adị ndụ Biafra abịa. And now this our own time ka Biafra ga-abịa. N'aha Chukwu Okike Abịam. Ise. Ndewonu.
Goodbye for now. Except there is anybody that want to tell us goodbye, then the person can come on. But you say goodbye in your own, how do they call it? Is it Kanakula or vernacular language? or Setiana? Greet your people in your Kanakula language or vernacular language so they know we are not joking.
Okay. Rose, go ahead.
Okay, we must close this broadcast with prayers.
Speak in your language. Speak in your language.
Sister Liliana. Biafra no yi solution ya me Biafra no yi hope ami worry ari etagini in Niger Delta ari tienhere ni obosi Niger Delta ona no exist kurare si Obasanjo ogwa create Niger Delta ora deceive ari fiehare Biafra mude Biafra no yi hope ami worry ami we hope ororo ni arare ikori robo me ikori okpo me amiara ari dabu fie hare roye meme bere nyero tagini Biafra oromu but akisi awede mi fie me Biafra mire na tagini Biafra yi freedom oyo oboesi freedom oyo no sai ya mi ufoma mi agwono na itri Biafra na amina sai menye itri fulani aye para abi pame camera mi aramo ami rikworo so mi ate emrorare na memo mare si ejiro mi ate emrorare Biafra igwoni IPOB kete we riri ahimia family IPOB ohawaye ari ya register IPOB ami fi omakugbe ami na woro na so that ami na many Biafra me. So I would like to pray to close this our broadcast because without prayers, without Chukwu Okike Abiama, we cannot obtain Biafra. Biafra cannot be restored. So we have to follow the example that is laid down by our supreme leaders. So we must pray and we must continue this evening broadcast as is closing. As we are closing now, we are going to commit it on the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama Ogenovo, Ogenedoro, Osonobu where Eriron Mary made the God that created the heaven and earth. I want to call upon you this time. Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we, your children, are calling on your precious name. We are close to this program now. Father, this is the end of the program. We thank you for your coordination and your orderliness during our broadcasts. We ask that you alone should carry Biafra into the promised land that you have ordained. Eternal Rock of Ages, we bring our leaders before you. Mazu Nnamdi Kanu, his deputy Mazu Shemefo, our African rep, Mazu Onyibe, we the indigenous BITT sisters, and IPOBs all over the world, wherever they are. Let your word continue to guide our going out and our coming in. Lord, we are not even worthy to call upon your righteous name, but because of your loving kindness, we are privileged today. Forgive us, dear Lord. Ancient of days, we pray that you cause Nigeria to fall like Babylon, and bless Biafra like you did to Israel. Your word in Malachi 3:6, for I, the Lord, do not change. Therefore, you, O children of Jacob, are not consumed. Biafra stands on your promises, Lord. We will never be consumed by the Fulani evil men that live in the zoo. Biafra is the land of the rising sun, Lord. Use us, O Lord, to destroy enslavement in Africa. Use us to destroy the zoo. We all ask this in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit. He said,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ndewonu. Ndewonu.
Hey, yeah. Oh, we are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Oh, Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. Oh, we should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we've done nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land because we love Biafra. And we will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love